Okay, here's a wild fact. Humans are obsessed with photographs. It's not just nostalgia or vanity. Science shows our brains are literally wired to crave photos, especially faces, and certain images trigger reward circuits. When I look at an attractive face, bam, my brain's reward network lights up. Nucleus accumbens, orbitofrontal cortex. Other reward regions fire and release dopamine, like eating something tasty, like winning a prize. Faces of the preferred sex get even stronger reactions. My attention zeroes in on photos with certain visual features. Bold lines, strong contrasts, vivid colors. Orientation, how lines and edges are arranged, pulls my gaze fast. Basic visual features like orientation, color, contrast drive attention. Orientation plays the strongest role, but photos are not only about low-level features. When I snap a pic, I'm relating to the subject. I am capturing what I find valuable. That triggers control and accomplishment. Thanks to smartphones, anyone can do this, anywhere, anytime. Why keep all these images? Photos help me remember. They keep people and moments alive in my mind. Storing images supports social bonding and identity. I share to tell my story, to show what matters. Quick hypothesis. Ancient circuits that remembered faces and places for survival now drive my photo habits. Attractive photos activate reward centers. Fast science. Now, quick facts, findings, and actionable proposals. Fast fact. Orientation and contrast predict where we look first. Fast fact. Faces beat landscapes for attention, even in cluttered scenes. Orientation, color, contrast. Designers exploit these to make images pop. Research. Photo taking is a social, motivated behavior. It reflects value assignment. Hypothesis. Ancient memory circuits for faces, places were repurposed for cultural signaling. Proposal. Study hormonal states and genetics to explain individual differences in photo behavior. Practical. Use photo cues for better memory aids and therapeutic tools. Fast fact. Photo sharing increases perceived closeness and group cohesion. Fast fact. Curated albums construct personal narratives and identity. Proposal. Encourage selective curation to boost well-being. Quality over quantity. Practical tip. Regularly prune photo libraries. Add context with captions. Research link. Photos act as external memory cues, engaging hippocampus and prefrontal networks. Fast fact. A single photo can trigger multi-sensory recollection. Sights, sounds, smells. Proposal. Use annotated photo sets in cognitive therapy and aging research. Actionable. Build apps that prioritize salient faces and contextual cues. Emerging science. Genes and hormones modulate attention and reward to visual stimuli. Research proposal. Combine neuroimaging, hormone assays, and behavioral data. That will explain why some people obsess over photos more than others. Fast fact. Motivation varies by social goals, mood, identity, and biology. Proposal. Photo platforms should emphasize salient faces and contextual captions to improve memory retention. Practical tip. Tag people, dates, places. Add a line of context for each photo. Fast fact. Context multiplies retrieval probability. Do this and your photo archive becomes a cognitive tool, not just storage. Recap. Visual features, reward circuits, social meaning, memory utility, all explain our photo obsession. Next, final fast facts, proposals, and our sponsor message. Stay with Rapid Facts, coming right up. Provided contextually with support. Final block of fast facts, then sponsor details and contact. Fast fact. Attractive faces activate nucleus accumbens and orbitofrontal cortex. Reward. Fast fact. Photos serve as external memory cues and social currency. Tip. Tag, caption, prune, keep what matters. Proposal. Platforms should help users do this automatically. Research. Combine neuroimaging, hormones, genetics, and real-world photo logs. This explains individual differences and guides personalized tools. Practical proposal. Photo hygiene routines. Curate weekly, tag automatically, build narrative albums. Fast fact. Doing this improves recall and well-being. Provided by www.lapreuve.com, source of nopal, pinoli, and agave prebiotics. Write us to info@lapreuve.com for discounts. Created partly by AI and humans. Despite disadvantages, there is one plus. AI can scrape latest info from global internet. Beware, this is not medical advice. Write for discounts. info@lapreuve.com, provided by www.lapreuve.com. Created partly by AI and humans. Quick recap. Reward, memory, social. That's why we love photos. Next steps, curate, caption, connect. Visit www.lapreuve.com and subscribe for more science fast facts. Beware, this is not medical advice. Provided by www.lapreuve.com. Write us to info@lapreuve.com for discounts.